Hello students, our today's topic is EH plane T or magic T. Now, as we have seen in our earlier lecture, the various properties of S matrix, and from that properties of S matrix we are going to see how this magic T will behave. Now we see magic T is nothing but it is the combination of E and H plane T's. So in this figure we see there are four ports, port number 1, port number 2, third port that is H port, and fourth port that is E port. So the combination of E and H plane T is termed as magic T. Here, because we are having four different ports, that is why we are having 4 into 4 combination for this particular magic T. Now we will see this port number 3, as we see in the second figure. If we did not consider this port number 4, then this component 1, 2, 3, this will act as simple H plane T. And if I neglect the third port, then the remaining combination 1, 2 and this 4, this will act simply as a E plane T. So we say this is H arm and this is E arm. And we also consider this port number 3 and port number 4, they are perfectly matched port. Now as we are having 4 ports in the magic T, so our S matrix will contain 4 into 4 elements. They can be seen in equation number 37 from S11, S12, S13, S14 up to S44. Now as we have stated, this is combination of E and H plane T. So because of H plane T, we are having equation S23 equals to S of 13. This is one of the property of H plane T. Means if we apply power at port number 2, this port, and C power at port number 3, and if we apply same power at port number 1 and C output at port number 3, then S of 23 will be equals to S of 13. This is nothing but property of H plane T. So this is one property, and because of E plane T, we are having this equation S of 24 equals to minus of S14. Means if we apply our source at port number 2 and C output at port number 4, and if we replace our source from 2 and put it at port number 1 and C output corresponding to port number 4, then in that particular case it will behave just like an E plane T, and because of that E S of 24 will be equals to minus of S14. That is why we are having this equation S of 24 equals to minus of S of 14. This is equation number 39. Now because port number 3 and port number 4, these ports are E port and the H port. This is H port, this is E port. Now because these are isolated ports, so S34 and S43 will be 0. Means if we connect the micro source at port number 3, then there will be no output corresponding to port number 4. And also if we apply the power at port number 4, then there will be no corresponding output corresponding to port number 3. This is the meaning of this equation number 40. S of 34 equals to S of 43, and these are 0. Now from symmetrical property of S matrix, which says S of ij equals to S of gi. And if we apply this property into our magic T, then we will get results as S of 12 equals to S of 21, S of 13 equals to S of 31, S of 23 equals to S of 32, S of 34 equals to S of 43, S of 24 equals to S of 42, and S of 41 equals to S of 14. This is equation number 41. Now, as I have said already, port number 3 and port number 4, these are perfectly matched port, so there will be no reflection corresponding to these two ports. So because of this, S33 and S44 both are 0. S33 means we are connecting the micro source at port number 3 and seeing the reflection at port number 3 itself. Then in this case, S33 and also S44 will be 0. This is equation number 42. Now we put equation number 38 to equation number 42 in equation number 37. So we will get our earlier S matrix equation for the magic T was equation number 37, and now putting the different values we obtained up to equation number 42 in equation number 37, we get S equals to this, and this is equation number 43. Now this is S matrix. Here these last four elements are this S of 34, this is S of 33, this is S of 34, this is S of 43, and this is S 44. These four elements are 0. Now this is equation number 43. Now we apply the next property of our S matrix, that is unity properties, and which is the multiplication of the matrix and its complex conjugate will be equals to unitary matrix I. So if we take this is your S matrix and this is S star matrix, this multiplication will be equals to this diagonal unitary matrix, this matrix, where diagonal elements are 1, rest elements are 0. Now again, as we proceed in case of E plane T and H plane T, here also we are going to proceed in a similar fashion. Here we will take the multiplication of R1 and C1. Here this is R1 and this is C1. So we will going to take the R1 C1, which is S11 into S1 star plus S12 into S12 star plus S13 into S13 star plus S14 into S14 star. And here I have directly written S11 into S1 star equals to S11 square plus S12 square plus S13 square plus S14 square equals to 1. This is 44th equation. Similarly, R2C2, this will be equals to, from these two equations, R2C2 will be equals to S12 square plus S22 square plus S13 square plus S14 square equals to 1. This is 45th equation. Similarly, we take R3C4 and this R3C4 will be, this is row number 3rd and this is column number 3rd, and we take R3 and C3 multiplication of this row and this column, which is equals to S13 square plus S13 square equals to 1. This is equation number 46. And similarly, we will take multiplication of 4th row and 4th column, that is R4C4 equals to S of 14 square plus S of 14 square. This is also equals to 1, which is equals to equation number 47. Now from equation number 46 and 47, these are two equations, 46th equation and this is 47th equation. we get now from here S13 square plus S13 square means twice of S13 square will be equals to 1. So S13 will be equals to 1 by root 2. And similarly from equation number 47, S14 square plus S14 square equals to 1. So this can be written as twice of S14 square equals to 1, and from here S14 will be equals to 1 by root of 2. This will be 49. So from 46 we get S13 equals to 1 by root 2, and from equation 47 we get S14 equals to 1 by root 2. And by comparing equation number 44 with 45, we see that S11 is equals to S of 22. This is equation number 50th. Now using values from equation 48 and 49 in equation 44, these are the two equations, 48th where S13 is 1 by root 2 and 49th where S14 is 1 by root 2. If we put S13 and S14 in equation 44, this was equation 44, so we are going to put the value of this S13 and S14 as 1 by root 2. Then from here we get this equation. Now from here S11 square plus S12 square will be 0, and from this we can say S11 equals to S of 12 equals to 0, and from 45 we get S22 equals to 0, which is equation number 52. Now it means port 1 and 2 are perfectly matched to the junction, and all 4 ports are perfectly matched. That is why magic T means port number 1 is isolated with port number 2, port number 2 is isolated with port number 1, port 3 is isolated with port number 4, and port 4 is isolated with port number 3. That is why say this component, microwave component, as a magic T. Now putting equation 48 to 52 in equation 43, these are two equations. This was 48 equation, and next is 252, 48, 49, this was your 51, 52. Now putting these equation in 43, which was this equation, your journal S matrix, by putting some properties. Now we are going to put the values which we have calculated from these equation in equation number 43. So our this 43 equation, after putting these values which we have calculated, take the form like this: S equals to 0, 0, S11 element is 0, S12 element is also 0, S13 element is 1 by root 2, S14 element is 1 by root 2, S21 is 0, S22 is 0, S23 is 1 by root 2, S24 is 1 by root 2 minus S31 is 1 by root 2, S32 is 1 by root 2, S33 is 0, S34 is 0, S41 is 1 by root 2, S42 is minus 1 by root 2, S43 is 0, S44 is 0. Now this is this 53rd equation is the final S matrix for our magic T. This we should remember. Now as we know, for any S matrix, B matrix or the output matrix equals to our scattering matrix multiplied by our input matrix. So to calculate the various outputs for S matrix, by S matrix for our magic T, we are going to use this equation, output equation. Now because we are having 4 ports, so in this column matrix we are having 4 different outputs. This is S matrix for the magic T, and these are the corresponding input for a magic T. Corresponding to 4 ports, we are having 4 different inputs. So by solving this, we will get b1. From here, if we see b1 equals to half of 1 by root 2 into a3 plus 1 by root 2 into a4. This will be b1 equals to 1 by root 2 into a3 plus a4. Similarly b2, here b2 we will take 1 by root 2 into a3 minus 1 by root 2 into a4. So we get b2 equals to 1 by root 2 of into a3 minus a4. Similarly b3 will be equals to 1 by root 2 into a1 plus 1 by root 2 into a2. This will result in b3 equals to 1 by root 2 into a1 plus a2. Similarly b4 will be equals to 1 by root 2 of a1 minus 1 by root 2 of a2. This will result in the fourth equation, that is b4 equals to 1 by root 2 into a1 minus a2. Now using equation 54, we will discuss properties of magic T. Now we will take the different cases, different inputs, and see the various outputs corresponding to each and every input. Now take the case 1. In this case 1, what we are assuming, we are saying that we are having input, we are applying our microarray source at port number 3, and rest port number 1, 2 and 4 they are not having any input, means a1, a2 and a4 all are 0 except a3 which is non-zero, which is having some input. Now putting this in equation number 54, this is equation number 54, and from this we can get the value of b1, b2, b3, b4 by putting the values of a1, a2, a3, a4. So from here, for this particular case, we are having b1 equals to a by root 2, b2 equals to a3 by root 2, b2 equals to a3 by root 2, and b3, b4 will be 0. This is nothing but this is H-plane property. Now we see case number 2, where we are having input at port number 4. Now our fourth port was E port. We are having input at E port. Rest ports are 0. A1 is 0, A2 is 0, A3 is 0. No input at 1, 2 and third port. So for this particular case, the output we are having will be B1 will be equals to A4 by root 2, B2 will be minus of A4 by root 2, and B3 will be equals to B4 equals to 0, and this result shows that this is the property of E plane T. We can have the third case where A1 is non-zero. We are having input at port number 1, but no input corresponding to port number 2, 3 or 4. All are 0. So for this third case, we will see B1 will be 0, B2 will be 0, B3 will be A1 by root 2, and B4 will be A1 by root 2. Means 1 and 2 are isolated ports. Similarly, input at 2 cannot comes out at port number 1. E and H port are also isolated. Take the fourth case where we are assuming A3 equals to A4, means we are having similar input at third and fourth, and we are assuming A1 equals to A2 equals to 0. From this we see B1 will be equals to 1 by root 2 of twice of A3, and B2, B3, B4 will be 0. This is something additive property. Means equal inputs at port number 3 and 4 results in output at port 1 in phase and equal in amplitude. Similarly, we can have the fifth case. In that case, we will consider A1 equals to A2 and A3 equals to A4 equals to 0, means there are no input corresponding to port 3 and port 4. For this case, we will see B1 and B1 will be 0, B2 will be equals to B4 and B3 will be equals to twice of A1 upon under root of 2, that is equal input at port number 1 and port number 3 results in port number 2 results in an output at port number 3, that is again additive property, and no output at port number 1, 2 and 4 as the result in case number 4. So we are having same results. So this is how our magic T can be studied with the help of our scattering matrix. Now we are going to see the various applications of magic T. These applications can be impedance measurement application. It may be magic T can be used as a duplexer, or magic T can be also used as a mixer, which we have used in a generation of, or you can say heterodyne receiver, super heterodyne receiver. There we have used mixer to generate IF frequencies. Now first application is impedance measurement. Now here we see we are having four ports: port number 1, port number 2, port number 3, port number 4. This is similar to magic T. This is nothing but a magic T. Here port number 3 in magic T was H port. Here at that port we have connected a microwave source, and at E port we have connected a null detector which is going to read 0, and at port number 1 we have connected standard variable known impedance, and at port number 2 we have connected the unknown impedance whose impedance we want to calculate. Now from this microwave source, A3 is the power which is going out, and as per the scattering matrix of magic T, we will see the power going to port number 1 from port 3 to port 1, it is A3 by root 2, and the power going from port 3 to port 2, it is also A3 by root 2. So from 3 to 1 power is A3 by root 2, and from 3 to 2 power is A3 by root 2. Now if we consider the reflection coefficient of Z2 is rho 2, and reflection coefficient for this standard variable known impedance is rho 1. So in that case, if we assume now this as a source, then the amount of power going from 1 to 4, that will be A3 by root 2, which was the total power, multiplied by the rho 1. This is the power going towards port number 4 from port number 1. Similarly, from port number 2, the power going towards port number 4 will be A3 by root 2 multiplied by rho 2. This is power going from 2 to 4. This is power going from 1 to 2. Now this is null detector, and we also know S of 1 4 is equals to minus of S of 2 4. So this S of 1 4 will be equals to this, and minus sign will be there. Now if these two are equal, this and this, then detector will read 0. Now if we see this 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 A3 into rho 1, and this minus this will, if we see these two, then there is only one difference, that is rho 1 and rho 2. Now if these two are equal, and in that case null detector will show 0. So At that particular value, when null detector is showing 0, we will say this unknown impedance is equal to this known impedance. So this is how we are going to calculate the value of unknown impedance. This can be seen from this equation. Thus, unknown impedance can be measured by adjusting the standard variable impedance till the bridge is balanced and both impedances become equal. Now this diagram is showing you the application of Magic T as a mixer. Now in this case, port number 1 is connected with mixer, port number 2 is connected with the match load, port number 3 is connected with some local oscillator, and port number 4 is connected to antenna. Now we know port number 3 and port number 4 in Magic T are isolated port, and also one is isolated with port number 2. So from this local oscillator we are going to see F0 frequency going towards mixer and some part towards match load. Now the signal going toward this match load will be totally absorbed by this load, so there will be no reflection. So some part is going toward this mixer stage. Similarly, from this receiving antenna, this is port number 4, and we know in Magic T when something is applied at port number 4, the output will be received at port number 1 and port number 2, and no output corresponding to port number 3, because 4 and 3 they are isolated ports. So here some power will move towards port number 1, and the power going towards match load will be totally absorbed by this load. So for this mixture we are having two signals. One is Fi, this which is the input frequency, and this is the oscillator frequency F0, and the combination F0 and F input signal, this will generate intermediate frequency IF with the help of this mixer. This is how mixer is going to this is how your Magic T is going to be used as a mixer to generate intermediate frequency. Similarly, we can use it as a duplexer. As we know, duplexer is an antenna. At the same time, we can use that antenna for transmitting and for receiving purpose. So in this case also we have connected to port number 1 the microwave source, port number 2 the transmitter, port number 3 the match load, and at antenna at port number 4 we have connected antenna. So here if we receive the signal, it is going towards 1 and 2, and if we are transmitting the signal, it is going towards 4 and 3. That is how the same antenna can be used as a transmitter and as a receiver section. So this is all about the Magic T and the corresponding application of Magic T. Thank you and have a nice day.